What I would tell my 22 self is just like stay steadfast. Just
So good.
stay steadfast and like just believe that you will get out of that situation.
Welcome.
Hello, welcome back.
EP3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't believe we got here.
Man.
EP3.
How do you guys feel about being on the third episode of this podcast? Good.
It's
So,
getting easier now.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Miss Ma'am, what are we here to do today?
We're here to talk about the queen, Miss Cindy.
The one and only.
Come on.
Oh, this is nerve-wracking.
This is nice.
Oh my gosh.
So as the introvert in the front
I
group,
really am the introvert in the friend group. Like, talking, I don't do much of it, but when I do open up, I do it.
right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, we're finna get in your business. So,
All up in there.
all about Cindy. So please
Yeah.
describe yourself in 3 words and why.
Okay. Oh, that's a loaded question. Okay. First word I would say is counselor. I feel like I give really good advice, and a lot of people come to me for advice. It could be my sister, my aunt, my friends, my coworkers. So I feel like I am one of the people who have some sort of wisdom when it comes to like walking people through whatever they're going through.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
And I also try to follow my own advice. I don't like to be the one who just preach it and not follow it. So I try to be the one who also follow it. So yes, counselor would be one of those words. A second word, reliable.
I concur.
You really?
I agree with
that.
Okay. So I feel good saying that now. I really do feel like I am a reliable person. Whenever someone just wants to come to me with whatever issues that they're going through, I try to make myself available for them. I try to be there for them, even though like it can be difficult, especially with all of our schedules. But whenever you guys, anyone else like need me, I will definitely like go out of my way to just be there and help you guys whenever you're in need.
One more.
One more, introspective.
Okay.
She's showing
out. Okay.
She's showing out.
Okay, I say that because I remember when I never used to look to see if I was the problem in situations. So over the years, I've definitely grown to realize like, okay, I need to look inwards when it comes to like difficulties and situations that happen in my life. Like I always try to blame it on other people, but over the years, I've learned to look at myself and look to see what part that I've played in it and what part I have done to make the situation what it is, rather than just like blaming someone else and pointing fingers and act as if like I have nothing to do with the situation. You know what I mean?
That's big.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people lack that.
Yeah. So I like to just like if something is going on, I'm like, okay, what did I do in this situation? So whenever like I go to you guys for advice, I'm like, can you tell me if I'm the problem here? Because this is going on, that is going on. So I like to see what I've done in order to sort of reconcile and make the situation better.
That's good. That's good.
I like it.
Yeah.
You
think
concur?
I concur.
Those
All
words
3.
are very descriptive of you. So they all embody who you believe you are,
Right.
but you know, nature versus nurture. So if you think back to your upbringing culturally, like spiritually, just holistically, how did Cindy become Cindy? What did that look like?
Okay. Well, I was raised in a old Haitian household.
Shout out to the
Oh.
Souls.
Oh my God.
What y'all be saying? Sac passe?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, so
yeah.
I was raised by my grandmother and my grandfather. I didn't have kids to play with. I didn't have toys to play with. I was just there with them old people all day, all day. So I basically had to learn how to be by myself. That's why I'm very comfortable being alone. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Yeah, so I'm very comfortable with like being myself and learning how to fend for myself if ever need be. So the household, I had a lot of love growing up. I definitely did. One thing that I wish that I had was just siblings around, kids more my age, so that I wouldn't have gotten into like much trouble like I did back when I was younger. I got into a lot of trouble when I was younger. It's because I was bored. Like, I had nobody to play with. Like, I ain't had no toys, no nothing. I just had the TV, no cable. Like, yeah.
Back in the days that, like, the kids don't know how good they have it now. Because you got the Netflix, everything's on.
Access to everything.
Like, social media and all of that.
Yeah.
So I can imagine what that was like.
Yeah, but I grew up with a lot of love. That is one thing that I did not lack back at home. I had love for my grandparents and also my parents as well, like my mom and my dad. My dad was just down the street from me. So it was a village when it came to raising me. But I was so bad. Like, y'all just don't understand. Like, I was so bad. It's because I really had no one to play with. Like, I had nothing to do.
And not as much guidance in your age range. So, like, the old people always tell you, like, don't do anything. Don't touch anything. Don't try anything. Don't think anything. Just pray about it. But it's like, I need, like, genuine advice and guidance. So, it's really amazing you became counselor for other people since you didn't have it. So, people be saying you grow up to be who you needed. So, that's really cool.
Oh, wow. I never thought of it like
I've been seeing that. And that's real. Because you needed that. So, it's cool you can be that for other people.
That's a really good observation because, essentially that's exactly what happened. Wow. So, you said you grew up in a old school Haitian household.
Old school.
So, give us some tea. What was that like for you?
My grandma was definitely like the disciplinary in the household. My grandpa always babied me and spoiled me, but my grandma, she was always whooping my butt. But like always in a loving way. Like I love that woman to death, but I just felt like I didn't have room to grow to be a child because you know, like they were already old. I'm a growing kid with a bunch of energy. I had nowhere to put all that energy other than school. That's why I was being bad in school as well. Thank God I came out the way that I did because I really grew up. Like once I hit high school, I really grew up and like learned how to be better in the household. But my grandma was very strict on me, and on top of that, I had my dad like down the street, so he was strict on me as well. So I didn't do anything as a child. Like I couldn't go to the movies. I couldn't go out to parties and stuff. I had my first sleepover, well, my only sleepover ever when I was like 18.
Wow. Yeah.
And my aunt had to beg my dad. She really had to beg my dad to let me go. But that is something that I do appreciate as well. Because there's a lot of dangers in this world and a lot of dangers that I could have put myself in. And I did put myself in because I snuck out a lot too when I was a kid. But knowing that...
Tell the people where you were going.
Girl, I was just walking around. I was just walking around. Jesus. Walking around meeting neighborhood kids in other neighborhoods and
stuff.
Girl, in the middle of the
night.
Yeah. When I tell you I was bad, bro. Oh my god.
Just curious. That's the thing I want people to say about black kids. They are curious and they don't understand any better because they always be calling us bad, but like, help me. Like, I don't know.
There's just so much world to see.
It really was.
It really bad, was. Though. I ain't gonna lie.
I was. And I never like learned like stranger danger or anything or don't do this, don't do that. It was just like, okay, you know what not to do and what to do. So just listen. But I'm like, why?
That's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
That's the thing. Like, it's the being bad. Most cases, like, you're really just
it's
curious.
Genuine.
And
don't
you can't
know.
say like, don't do the thing. I would like to understand why. There's no dialogue. It's more like, just do it.
Yeah,
but how
for sure.
I wish somebody would turn around and be like, can you tell me why? That's back talk you get.
Mm-hmm.
We don't condone corporal punishment.
We don't. But man, I got whooped. Oh my god.
Yeah. Wowza.
Yeah. But it was out of love. Like I knew she loved me.
Right.
Yeah. But she whooped me. She had to do what she had to do. Like
it's a different generation too.
For sure.
They just did what their parents did to them.
Yeah, and that's like 2-3 generations apart from my grandma.
Yeah.
So like she really had to learn how to raise a kid in my generation. What, Gen Z?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in my generation. And I'm like, a baby boomer having to do that. I'm like, dang, I knew she was tired.
It's confusing.
Yeah.
What's social media? All that stuff building up. That's a crazy time.
I can't imagine that transition. What it was like for them, you know,
Right.
like just it's a completely different world.
Yeah.
But they did good.
They did really
Yeah,
good.
you know,
Really good.
I'm a good citizen.
Period. A productive member of society.
Exactly.
Thank
Yeah.
you. We appreciate your service. So with that, we're talking about the past, how you grew up, everything that's happened. So what would you tell your past self at a specific age? Like, what's something that she needed to hear?
Okay. I'll go to age 22. At that age was just so weird and just awkward for me. So age 22, that was like was it right during the pandemic or right after? I'm not sure. But it was just like it was such an awkward time because one, I was feeling very lonely. I felt like as if I had no friends, nowhere else to go in terms of guidance. I didn't know what to do with my life. I didn't know who I was, if that makes sense. Like even right now, I still feel like I'm trying to figure life out. But like 22 is just like the age I'm like, dang, like what is this? Like what is left and what is right? So I definitely had to like lean on God a lot during that time because I'm like, I don't even know how to describe it.
Like you feel
it was that
out
awkward,
of place in your own skin. Like it just don't feel right. Yeah.
And I didn't go to therapy or anything to sort of unpack that, but it was just, I felt out of place. I felt like I didn't belong where I was during that time. So what I would tell my 22 self is just like stay steadfast. Just
good.
So good.
Stay steadfast and like just believe that you will get out of that situation. Because I was just doing some weird stuff to sort of cope with how I was feeling.
Fill a hole, right?
Yeah, fill a void that I created. So it's like, okay, you don't have to do that. All you have to do is just like stay steadfast, stay steady, and just wait on God to move you. So yeah, that's what I was telling my 22 self.
That's beautiful. Please. That's so crazy because I knew you at 22 and I felt like, even though like you were shy, but I feel like you were social and like it's just crazy how you don't know what's behind the scenes for somebody because I didn't see that in you. Like you were always welcoming me and I see you with other people. I'm like, yeah, she's cool, but like you don't know how someone genuinely feels. So that's big. You're coming so far. You're just a girl. Oh, I'm so proud.
So now that you're here looking back at 22-year-old you, what did that, like now that you've endured, you know, and you've gone through the motions and now you're at this place where you can speak wisdom, speak life into a version of yourself that, you know, is still very much a part of you. How did you get to this point? Like, how did that transition happen? Because it's not like you woke up one morning and had an epiphany. So over the course of the past couple years.
I would say, first and foremost, like God, like really helped take me out of that hole. I felt like I had more of a sense of purpose to my life. Second would have to be the friends that I had. Like you guys really helped get me out of that as well. Like just having community around you and having like good solid friendship and family around you definitely does make a difference in someone's life. It could make or break someone, honestly, who you have around you.
That's big.
Yeah.
Girl.
You did so good. Like you were sitting here nervous. Like
I
you were
was
just
so
gonna
nervous.
choke.
Yeah.
So good.
You
the hot
speak well. You speak eloquently.
Really?
I said, oh, excuse me.
really?
No, because I like wanted to interrupt so bad because of the way you're speaking so well, and you're like speaking to yourself, but you're speaking to me too, and I'm sure you're speaking to a lot of people. Because I'm like, dang, that's real. Like, I don't know. I just feel you. That's a lot. Aww. Well, Cindy, take it away. It's your episode.
It's your episode.
Oh, well. Well, you guys, this was a Simple Tense podcast, and we are out. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.